Well. It's been a few days, but I'm back. Surprisingly enough, because I did think I would have to cancel for today and would have to move the stream over somewhere, but plans changed again, so I am here for today at least. Don't know about tomorrow, don't know about Wednesday, or the rest of the week for that matter, but on this Monday I was here. Well, yes, stuff like that. So, well, yeah. That being said and done, let's get back in. And yeah, it's been a few days now, I guess, since we didn't have anything on Friday. So, ever so slightly longer break than usual. And I just do remember that last time we ended on a few funky things with the... I guess, honestly, the rending didn't affect much last time, I think. Didn't have any new big events or anything triggering. Mostly just keeping up with the temple repairs. Hopefully that's gonna, I don't know, keep us safe. But we did have some overextension and some unrest. And we did have also the... I forgot the name for it. It was not the jubilation, it was not the rapture, it was whatever is between those two. We did the triumph. We did the triumph of the sun, which I think we still need to get the end of the event. I think that should come in a few months. I think that should come in a few months. Yeah, the Triumph of the Sun, it's still ongoing. But it should end at some point, because we have cored everything, so should be chill. Ah, yeah, right, manpower. Manpower was not good, but we do have a debate open, so we can just declare war on someone, get the draft in, and it's all gonna be perfect. Fine and dandy. And then, well, obviously we did take a big old chunk of land, just about across everything. Haven't done anything in the west. Maybe today we'll have to be a bit more proactive in the west with, I guess, Akashik. We need to take over more land. Well, they have remade. Oh, they actually have allied Busilar. Oh, but I won't be able to fight all of their navies. They have too many navies. Okay, yeah. This alliance definitely is gonna be annoying. I guess I will have to beat up Akashik again, break their alliance, take their territory, and then we can fight Busilar alone. Or, admittedly, at this point, Sugambar doesn't hate us per se, so we could get... we have a land connection here now, we could get military access. If we get military access from them alone, we can just march into Busilar. Yeah, that could be something. Though the lizardmen are... well, the lizardmen want to do something about it, which they do have 200,000 men. And defensive ideas. Why? Why are you like this? 15% province war score cost in their traditions. Now that is something. 15% fire damage received reduction. That is wild. I guess I don't know anything about the lizard folk. I guess if they have scales and whatnot, maybe that reduces their damage taken. But, okay, that's gonna be that. In the east... I guess we are waiting on some peace treaties to run out, because the Elephant Command is In 8 years' time, our treaty will end. As for Mo Huang... Oh, as for Mo Huang, our truce will end in half a year. So... Wait, yeah, right, because Prukakin I destroyed the continental Prukakin, but they have they have colonies. They have Huh. They have 31 development in their goddamn colonial capital. Huh. That sure is... Well, okay, I guess the rest is... Oh no, I guess they have developed something here. That is interesting. I guess they are good provinces. So, but yeah, they exist, but they don't matter. So, plus we will complete a mission which will give us claims on Mo Huang, at least the northern territories here. So that's gonna be what we do, because, yeah, they will just be alone. Oh, Prukakin is bankrupt. Well, that's good to know. So, okay, I guess for now we just have to still chill for a few months. Get some manpower back, naturally. Military access from Rubyhold. Why would I? You're beating up the gnomes! I'm not gonna allow you to do that. Well, I won't stop you. But... you do you. Oh yeah, also, I guess we might as well... did need to finish some missions which we picked up last session. So, about the Desert Phoenix, I don't know. It's movement speed, cav combat ability. On one hand, we could keep it for, like, the end game. I think I definitely will keep it in the bag for some bigger, more meaningful conflict. When we, like, actually need every little buff that we can get. I presume that would be against... when we fight the Empire properly. That might be the time of times when we need every buff we can get. And so currently that will stay... that will just stay there. Or alternatively, until we can complete the Sun's Legion. Because... yeah, need to complete the Desert Phoenix to do that. But something that we can and need to do is the Forts of Bomdan. So that was this region. Yeah, we have basically taken all of it, just for except this little territory. So any review of Jahair's conquests spends a significant amount of time on his conquest of Bomdan and the unique defenses mustered by its inhabitants which, for a time, frustrated his advance. Now it is our turn into that gauntlet. The obstacles that await us are many. Walls manned by the spirits of the dead, a moat of vast floodplains inundated on command, and more. But we breathe easy. Even as we prepare for the brutal sieges ahead, we know Surael's light shall see us through. A bit ironic considering that I don't think we had many problems conquering these regions. I guess places like Bimlao are inherently a bit more defensive. But I don't know, some of these other provinces didn't even have any fortifications, so I assume maybe whoever should have been here didn't manage to do their missions or whatever. So yeah, well, we did take all of that. So now the source of the Telebay, that's gonna be our next goal. We just need Askare, which is one province the Elephant Command still holds. And then another one from Verkalozavar. Which is not that... well, it's not been upgraded at all. Sad to see. And it did give us a few claims. The rest of the Elephant Command and some bits and pieces here. It is gonna be, I guess, a bit of a smaller war, which is slightly disappointing. But once we complete this, we will get humongous claims. That will be just the entirety of this region. So, yeah, that should be good. As well as that will right away complete this and give us actual claims on the command. Which, how long was the peace, the truce with the command? Until 74, so that is 13 years. Okay. Okay. I guess let's start seeing how many border forts will we have to deal with. Actually, not that many. I think I already took quite a few of their fortifications. Oh yeah, also, we have a bunch of provinces that need converting. That we do. Well, most of them are exceedingly cheap. Also, do I remember correctly? Yes, we do. We do have a slight bit more naval capacity. So we could push out... Well, we definitely need a flagship. Let's build a flagship in Brasson. So, what are you gonna be? A heavy ship, surely. Honestly, I don't even know what, like, the best or not best bonuses for ships are. I'm just pretty sure that since we are making something for fighting, maybe it's, I guess, good to make it durable. More fleet morale, or just mass cannons. I guess morale and movement is good, but admittedly I don't think we're gonna be moving a whole lot. We mostly just will be positioning ourselves in straits and whatnot. So naval tradition might be okay. Actually get it up. The 3, then again 3. How much engagement with are we working with currently? Navy. Oh, well, engagement with is 60. So plus 3 is a drop in the water. Gotcha. So, sure. Castle, durability, and... You know, sure, let's get naval tradition. It's doubled, so it might be useful. And then, well, you need a good name. You need a good name. These names are weird. Then again, I guess the Jadd didn't have a navy, so... Anzocalis. Umasur. Then again, that sounds more like a city. Azanerdu. Okay, Azanerdu. You know, that's... I like the sound of that. The Azanerdu. Yep, sure. You're gonna be a monster. Okay, and then I guess some more just extra ships. Bash out some war galleons. I guess should build more shipyards. We do have the coastal provinces for it. Okay, there we go. Some more heavies. So that's going to be building. Also, yeah, I have been thinking, how is our governing capacity doing? We are at basically have... So I have been thinking about creating more states, definitely. But we'll get to that in a second, because it's the grand finale of the Triumph of the Sun. It ends at noon. In the southern city's pepper contest, competitors finally reached the spiciest specimens of Sarkashabid, Sardica, and the Rahen Gulf Coast, and the fire in their bellies burns almost as hot as the sun overhead. In Verkal Gulan, even though the only thing visible above is miles of rock, the moment of the sun's zenith signals the tolling of a bell, calling all miners to return to the Citadel Delve. In Khufu, workers return to the coffee plantations. In Azanerdu, craftsmen relight the glass smithery's flames. All along the Suran, the wheat fields bow as their tenders return with sickle and hoe. It is the end of the Triumph of the Sun. It is the end of the party. For now. Exactly, it's the end of the party. Back to work. But every adherent of the Jadd knows that in truth, Sorel's triumph shall continue, forever and ever and ever, unceasing as long as his people devote themselves to his cause. Until next time. So, what does this give us? Rebel sentiment gets removed, yes, very cool, and for... Oh, this is... We get for, what is that, 25 years? We get the Sun's Cheer, which gives us 3 national unrest reduction, plus 10 morale of armies, and minus 50 reinforce cost. That is nowhere near as good as the first buff. Yeah. Well, because where was the... Do we still have the first one? Yeah, this one. One divine... No, wait, was this one the... No... Sunburst... I think, okay, yeah, the one Divine Herald is the bonus that we got from the first celebration, and dare I say that this one was just much better. Governing capacity, the discipline is huge, and also I forgot we had 10 maximum absolutism from it. So we actually will drop below. We will be at 95 absolutism max if we don't get it from somewhere else, which is a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. Well, I guess it is what it is. So, with that done, military is still plenty recovering. I guess, yeah, as I said, some states. Maybe we can look into stating some areas. Because I have been thinking that we have a lot of governing capacity. Obviously, we're gonna need it because we're taking a bunch of land, but... Well, some states could still be cool. Especially because admin power has been... Yeah, we have been using it very actively, and we still have some left over, and we're not even focusing. So... let's see, what could be... What could be an idea? Could definitely... Then again, I think I already have created states here. Oh no, don't tell... I haven't stated any... Oh, I have... Oh, well, it's like we have stated of Daltungur. I was just thinking maybe we could try and turn Bahar into a trade company. But... then I do think it is... Well, okay, yeah, I guess it is problematic because other people control so much trade power here. Then again, no, wait, the trade company came only from the provincial trade power, not the actual trade node trade power. So, though, it would mean that we would need to, because I did want to state Krathanor, this would be one absolutely insane state. But alternatively, we could... They do control a lot of trade power, plus if we, I guess, turn all of this into trading areas. Sure, you know, more merchants is more good. More merchants is more good. So... cut bar. Sure, let's start down here. Start adding it. Wait. Or no, wait. Oh no, I guess this is I guess we okay. Now we can't trade company this because it counts as it's on the same continent as our capital. I guess yeah. The Salahad and Bulvar we can't trade company. True. Well, okay, I guess that answers my question. No trade company, become a state instead. Welcome. Only 64 to core it. That's wild. Also makes me think, should we do Akkad Bar? Sure, congratulations, you as well. That does mean we need some more seats. Well, okay, you can definitely get an exemplary. New seat. And Akkad Bar, sure. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, oh, Kirin, bringer of fortune. That's a... Oh, that's actually just a grassland province. The majestic appearance of the celestial spirit Kirin near the province of Dvirashar has brought about a bountiful blessing of rainfall and enhanced crop fertility for the people dwelling there. The gentle showers not only nurture the crops, but also bestow a soothing and purifying sensation upon our lands. The arrival of this noble creature is perceived as a significant sign, affirming the righteousness of our rule. The flourishing abundance and the benevolent presence of Kirin are seen as a divine validation of our just governance, evoking a sense of gratitude and awe among the people. Let us cherish this auspicious moment and strive to continue fostering a harmonious relationship with the spirits, ensuring the prosperity and well-being of our beloved province and its inhabitants. Well, you say that, but honestly, the spirits have been causing some trouble. It does give an absolutely massive 50% dev cost reduction. That is 23 dev. And okay, it is a sugar province, so that's not a half bad trade good. Oh, and I forgot we had this place stated, right. Well, okay, since it's so cheap, I definitely do have to throw something in here, don't I? It would be a shame if we don't dev it at all. Though what? Maybe should almost build a university. Just make it go wild. Yeah, sure, we'll slap in a university. And then dev it for like a dozen mana click. And here's hoping that I don't forget. Here's hoping that I don't forget that we need to dev it. Sure. So what is our Oh, we do need a general, since I see we have a few armies that are just lacking everything. Replacements. Well, Panaril, you could have, I don't know, I guess the 5 shock and siege is good, but nothing on the fire, almost. I think 2, I'm pretty sure 2 is like the minimum we can get. So, yeah, well, it's not impressive, but we'll take it. We will take it. Also, yeah, it's a bit weird that we got that nice spirit event, considering that the temple complex here is derelict. I thought that would not allow it, but sure. And also, okay, we are... The truce with Mo Huang has ended, so let's reshuffle some armies. Let's reshuffle some armies, get ready to go in there. Because I'm not too afraid of the Mo Huang military. Yeah, they have 80k, but actually, what was our military tech? Oh, well, they are the same tech, so I guess we're not that far ahead or anything. Okay, Arav Quellen, we'll get to you later down here. We'll get to you. Oh, they are fighting Prukakin. Oh, you crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, Tianlo has... I guess Tianlo... Well, okay, Tianlo has their one province on the mainland, and I guess they have grabbed up a few colonies. Interesting. Oh, they even have some gold. Would you look at that? They even have some gold. Well, okay, armies are in place. No allies. Great Holy War. That's what we do. And baba-bim, baba-boom. Also, now that we are at war, we can definitely go and pick up... Well, I guess we will give it a month to reshuffle. Yeah, we'll have to give it a month to reshuffle and get the draft. But I'm pretty sure we should be able to get it quite easily. I almost forgot again, where is our trade ships? Need to get back into port. Because they are out there a bit danger close. The gnomes want... Honestly, gnomes, I don't know why you want my military access, but take it. Gnomes are friends. Gnomes are friends. Also, new month. Draft. Draft anyone? Anyone offer me a draft? Not this month. Well, sure. Okay, and I think... Okay, yeah. Well, at least they... Okay, yeah. The Mo Huang do not have fort defense. Unless the province has mountains or something, they... Well, they do have diseases, though. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the mosquitoes live. Vangheim is offering knowledge sharing. How are we doing on... Oh, we can embrace it, we just need money. I think that's because I guess, yeah, taking over the Prukakin territories, there are manufactories here. We got some in us. I guess the places there, the places where we have manufactories have already spawned it. Plus, yeah, this end had manufactories, so no, we don't need any knowledge sharing. We will just save up money. We will save up money and embrace it as is. Okay, and this province has Gates of the Sky. Extra attrition, extra defensiveness. Yeah, I guess it's meant to be because it protects Verkol-Ozavar, which, yeah, is basically here. And they do have a 40 stack sitting in Verkol-Ozavar. Interesting choices. Okay, that's their... Okay, I guess I forgot to send someone onto their capital. I guess this army will deal with that. Wait. Also, it's very nice that we can take basic provinces in less than a month, because it means we avoid any attrition. As long as we are in our province during the turn of the month, we can easily avoid it all. Okay, yeah. I definitely do not want to fight them in Verkol-Ozavar. That's a bit of a... They do have a decent army there. So... admittedly, we will need it. We will need to take that province, so... Also, I keep forgetting to check where is my draft. Come on, boys. We need the draft in. We sure as hell do have less than half manpower. That much I can tell you. We definitely have less. Oh, diseases. It really does feel like they have some bonuses for extra diseases. And yeah, what is our... Okay, we have almost 2,000 manpower regen per month. Which is... Aight. Slightly different. Oh, come on, still no draft. Crazy. Oh, well, that was exceedingly lucky. We took their capital, I guess, in a month. Huh. Sure, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Mix in some more expensive conversions. Let's see, what do we have currently? 10 tolerance. Wait, shouldn't that have been a bit more from something? I thought we had more than 10 by default. I thought we were at like 12 already. that's an expensive one. Let's convert that. What's this? Oh, that's... Ooh, the serpent rot is here. They tell us of silent streets. One by one, the streets go dark. One day it was bustling with voices, people just living their lives. The next, naught but the buzzing of flies upon piles of dead bodies. We have faced many foes, but this is something far, far worse. So, up in Krak Dumvror, this is all the way up north. Over here we have Krak Dumvror. The Serpent's Rot has appeared, which right away gives a little bit of unrest, a massive +1 monthly devastation, halves manpower, and reduces trade, goods produced, and tax by 80%. So basically the province becomes useless. Okay, and I guess I don't think I have seen or interacted with it myself. Oh, it has a nice skull icon. So I assume it's now gonna be spreading across the entirety of the Serpent Spine Mountains. Well, it did start all the way up north. So one thing that this will do, it will absolutely wreck Tarakar's economy, I think. So that's gonna be something, which is good for us. So, yeah. I guess when it gets to us, I will figure out how we deal with it. We'll send in the flamethrowers. You know, if nothing else, that's something we can do quite well, I think. Okay, as for Mo Huang, I want to start seeing already how much will we need to take everything that I want. Oh, they are willing to give Verkolozavar without a fight? Doesn't it have a fort? It has a fort. I think this is the first time where I'm seeing that an AI is willing to give a province with a fort. Even though I haven't captured it. Usually you always have to capture a fort if you want to take it. Considering that we don't even have like 100 war score or anything, they are just willing to give it away. Okay, so that would be the land that I care about. Then I want to annual their guarantee on the Elephant Command. And, well, that would be... I guess we could take the money from them. For that we do need some extra. But hot damn, okay, so I guess it's basically... I do this until we can get manpower, and then we piece them out, because we basically already have everything that I would need from them. Continue as usual, sure. Yeah, evidently they don't want to try anything. Well, sure. Be my guest. And come on, draft, please, pretty please. Pretty please, all I want is a draft. And the game is not giving it. The game is being mean like that. Not giving me my draft, even though we are sitting at very much sub 50% manpower. Oh well. Admittedly, while we don't need to fight currently, we're not really taking that many casualties. Oh, you. Well, I think maybe we will have to pick this up in the next war. Because can we... Okay, no. I guess we need to capture 1 or 2 more forts. That should give us access to all the money that we want to take in the peace treaty. Okay. Okay, I think this will have to be the last month where I check. Yes, the draft, 120,000 manpower. So 20,000 will be used to replenish what we currently are missing, so we will end up with just 100,000 flat as leftovers. The draft. Yes. One more, just give them some army commissions. Yay! Manpower, we have it! And I think with that we can also, yep, we can piece them out. So we get all the little bits of land that we need. We can break the guarantee. We don't even have to smash the dwarven hold, so we won't have to repair it. That's very cool. And we get 2,000 crowns, which goes a decent way to funding our institutions again. Thank you for doing business. Honestly, also not, yeah, with the quick sieges, we didn't even lose much to attrition. I was thinking we would lose quite substantially, just sitting on those forts, but I guess, yeah, it was afraid for nothing, really. Okay... The Nephrite dwarves have been taken in. Very cool. Okay. Did we take any temples that need to be repaired? No, we did not. Okay, that's good to know. I want to know if I accidentally pick up some random temple. And a Fortune Seekers. 23 more thousand manpower. That's just perfect. That is just what we need. Welcome, one and all. The party really did it. The party really did it. And well, then there are smugglers. I guess the party did really do it. 2,000 crowns now, or less income. Wait, so how does this work out? 10% taxes and trade for... Okay, so that would be 10 crowns in taxes and... let's say 15, just to be simple, trade. So that's 25 less income every month. for how much? For 10 years. So that's 120. So that does end up being more expensive. Actually, that does end up being more expensive than just the raw 2000 now. Oh, that's so bad. That is literally all the money we just took from Mao Huang. That's literally all the money we just took. Oh well. That's not cool. That's not cool. But what can you do? What can you do? God damn it. God damn you. God damn you. Okay, so... Well, that was that. Quite quick, quite easy. Yeah, so I am thinking now, do we need to... Oh, no, we are saving up money. Okay, so what now, basically? Because the elephant command is now all alone. But it still is 7 years until we can do anything there. And then we only border the command. We really don't have much that we can do here right now. So... I guess we're gonna have to just chill in the east for some time, and it's time to go look west once again. Okay, so if we look west, what is the situation? I guess the first ships are coming out soon enough, I think. Okay, yeah, so all the ships are gonna be ready soon enough. We still need to take 2 provinces from Deshak, but I think we can deal with that whenever. So, Akashik, Moonhaven, and Busilar. I guess sure if we march in through Sugimbar and fight Busilar, it means we will be able to piece them out. Because we could co-obliterate them into this, but I guess it pulls in the lizards, and honestly, the lizards are quite close to us. I think whenever we do fight them, I think this will be much better that we just pull in Busilar, and we primarily, again, break their alliances. We break their alliances with primarily the lizards, so I don't have to deal with them. And I guess Asra Port, because they have a lot of ships and they might show up. Basically just break alliances, clean it up, and then we can fight them properly in a few years' time. And then currently we just go for Akashik, which I don't think we will be able... Yeah, we won't be able to take all of them in one go. There are some provinces we don't have claims on, but these provinces are shit. I guess we'll just take a nice chomping along the coast. Then again, actually, wait, do we need everything? If I'm not mistaken, this might be one of those cases where we actually don't need to capture everything. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we only need the Eka area, which is the end of the peninsula. We only need to own core and convert that part. Okay. Okay, sure, that's gonna be... I guess, honestly, the mission tree down here isn't super important. It doesn't lead to a whole lot. But it's okay-ish. So... We might be able to do this in a single war if we just literally pick up the coastline. We don't take the interior, we just pick up stuff along the coastline and do it like such. Okay, so... time to move the armies around. Time to move the armies around. So everyone that is good at siege, start making your way over. And hey, now we actually have... We have roads, so moving over there should be a bit easier. Though I guess, well, all the way here through Keterata we don't really have anything. So I think, what, 90,000 to deal with Akashik, and then we need to send a similar 90,000 to deal with Busilar. And which other army? I guess, sure, you can go down here as well. Okay, get moving. And then, okay, we already do have a spy network on Busilar, that's good. We have been building a spy network with the command for almost 50,000 days. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of years. Oh yeah, we still have a spy network with the elephant command. I don't think that that's necessary. Can we steal some maps? I like stealing maps. But you have no units in. Well, what would be? What can they tell us about? Nothing much really. I guess we have. We have mostly vision on everything at this point. Well, in that case, just stop building the network. Get out of there. We'll find you a more useful job. Sorry, we don't have a spy network in Akashik because they literally do not have a single fort, which is interesting to say the least. Interesting to say the least. And damn, these guys are really big. Not that many men, though. Oh yeah, looks like the looks like the Damesteer has disappeared from literally every province except for this big old crater. It would be cool if there is something special here, that the crater is so big that it physically cannot disappear. Though I have no clue, just guessing. And okay, the golden age of wine. Very cool. Everyone likes to drink. Though I think we have some wine, but not nearly enough for it to. But yeah, if you want wine, well, there is a place for wine. Yeah. Okay, I guess a good amount of glass. I guess, yeah, with the Damesteer gone, the trade goods here aren't as impressive. Though, well, all the slave provinces could be replaced with something better, potentially. And I guess there still is ivory. Actually, there is quite a bit of ivory around here. Because, yeah, I am still somewhat considering that we could do conquest here. If for nothing else, we can just establish big old trade companies. Because I think here it's relatively easy to do. I'm not worried about stating anything here. So we just take everything over, trade company it all, as I did here in Nolokaz, and yeah. So I think maybe we could put in some spies. At least, I don't know, reconnect this area. Though at this point, the 10% reduction on the claim cost, I think, doesn't matter. Plus, we have a casus belli against everyone now. So So that means oh yeah, that doesn't tell me what I should be doing with my spies. Well, I guess for now they can just be chilling. Oh, we do have 4 diplomats that are not doing anything. And oh, well, yeah, since I broke my alliance with Guvamud, Callisto Soidal is going in. They are going in, which I guess was sort of to be expected, and maybe it's a bit of a problem, but honestly, I have no interest of going into the Centaur Plains. So yeah, I guess if they conquer all of it, it's no skin off my back. Just let them do it. Okay, and the armies are moving. And okay, yeah, now with the roads, they do give a massive 40 supply limit increase. So now I don't even have to pay attention to stacking. They can just move through nicely. No one interrupts anyone. Spirit wards. Sure. What are the current prices for repairing? We can get have a states we could formalize separation of powers. Admittedly, it doesn't do a whole lot. We need a statesman. That should be easy enough to do. And okay, yeah, I think currently we have a good few temples that are getting repaired, so doing anything else is expensive. So let's just wait until we get the announcement that something has been fixed up. Also, right, we need to get the ships back out there. You go to Kigus. And you go to... Okay, Cam. Sure. Not to my standards. Oh, Divine Herald. My Divine Herald. The soldiers report problems with the officers. They claim that the officers are possessed, compelling them to train and spar to impossible standards. Accidents have already occurred and lives have been lost due to the officers' relentless commands. Some soldiers and court members find the officers' training methods reminiscent of old records from Xia. These training practices were discontinued due to the excessive strain they placed on the soldiers. However, those who underwent them were quickly developed and trained far beyond normal standards. What should we do? Well, we don't exactly have any options here, do we? Might as well try to learn a thing or two from the past. We lose 22,000 manpower, but I guess we do gain 5 army professionalism, which is a good chunk of army professionalism, but I would have much rather had the manpower. I would have much rather had the manpower. It comes, it goes. The manpower sure doesn't stay, though. That's one thing it doesn't do. Why do they go through this province? There literally is a golden highway right here. So why do they all automatically path? Why do you... Why don't you go through Askasur? It's literally... I think it's literally the same distance. It's literally the same distance. You... Why are you like this? Oh, and also, I forgot and I remembered. Okay, the university is done, and okay, we still have the Kirin's blessing. Literally remembered when it was like 5 months left. Okay. And we can dev it for 14. Well, let's just make that even cheaper. 9 dev. Sure. What do I even want here? I'm not even I wasn't exactly expecting to dev something a whole lot. But I guess if we are given such an opportunity, well, we will definitely spawn manufactories, that much is for sure. Plus, we don't exactly need... Oh shit, actually now it's up to 80. Well, okay, we got manufactories. Got it up to 40 development. Sure, I guess. I was not expecting to do this, but why not? Admittedly, we don't really need admin power and Diplo. I didn't want to spend the military that much because next military tech is humongously important. So, well, I guess now we have a chill 40 dev random province here. Why not? Why not? Mandate is slowly going up. Haven't been getting many hedonism events, which is a slight shame. I also remembered we are still studying magic. How is the magic? Oh, we only need 100. Okay, we only need 100 XP, so literally one singular event. And we will get legendary evocation magic. That will be very cool. And then we'll have to decide what to pick up next. Though, I think I've already decided on transmutation. Okay, previously speaking of temples, another temple complex has been restored. This is okay, the one in Tugayasa. Cool. Cool. Okay. The one in Tugayasa has been restored. Oh, and I guess these are the I assume these are the ones that I activated at the... started repairing at the same time. So also... Oh yeah, this was the one that was absolutely derelict in Sardica. Okay, so that's good. That's actually good. This one was derelict. Plus, now, with the temple in Sardica restored, I'm pretty sure... okay, yeah, so we can attempt to suppress some spirits. So, Denbasana, which I think didn't even rise up, so that's good, but we can still suppress them. The Festive Elephant, since we repaired Sardica. And okay, I guess, yeah, Tugayasa has a specific Great Spirit, the Omniscient. That sounds very bad if that would have happened. I guess let's try Denbasana first. Or I guess what does this even... Okay, the great party ends. Well, I don't think it really even started, but sure. Elizard I contemplated what to do about the Great Spirit. Its actions lacked wisdom, and there was no innovation amidst its chaos and shenanigans. The aftermath yielded no results, and other spirits continued to plague the land, disrupting the peace and stirring unrest among its people. Consequently, Elizard I and their court decided to put an end to it once and for all. They gathered knowledge and information on the possible causes and devised plans to undo its influence, with the goal of restoring the high temples. These ancient and majestic wonders, crafted by the masters of magic, the high gods, would be rebuilt and brought back to their former glory. Months and years passed, consuming countless resources and manpower, in the restoration efforts, including the artifacts and chambers within the temples. Numerous mages delved into the secrets, striving to comprehend their mechanics and activation procedures. Finally, after all this labor, Elazar I awaited one last report from the court wizards before signaling the end of the disaster. Then, in an instant, Elazar I stood up as a messenger burst into the courtroom. They gestured upwards, and the court wizards, using their magic, channeled their might to launch a magic missile into the sky. It erupted like a colossal firework above the capital, serving as a signal to awaken the temples from their slumber. Pillars of blue and yellow energy enveloped the lands in their arcane magic, ultimately separating the mortal and spiritual realms. This was something even the most agile elephant could not evade, regardless of its greatness. As the evening descended, Elazar I took a deep breath, finally able to enjoy a peaceful drink. So what does this do? The Great Spirit Denbasana has been suppressed. We will no longer receive rending events in this spirit's domain. And okay, so suppressing each spirit gives a bonus, I assume. So suppressing the Great Denbasana gives us until the end of the game 25% harsh treatment cost. That isn't the most important thing, but I am now very intrigued to see what suppressing the other spirits will do. Because, well, we can right away also suppress the one in Tugayasa. Okay, they do have different texts. At least some part. Tugayasa was a rather peculiar great spirit, distinct from all others due to its seeming omniscience, its keen intellect, and worst of all, its omnipresent surveillance of all within its domain. Elazar I ultimately decided to imprison it after numerous sleepless nights, for even during slumber a burning sensation lingered in his forehead, as if the great spirit could peer into his dreams. The incessant feeling of being observed and the resulting paranoia had become unbearable for him and his country's court and citizens. Some believed the Great Spirit had ceased its surveillance only for the sensation to return. In certain cases, people couldn't discern whether it was genuinely watching them or if their minds played tricks on them. He and the court collectively agreed to end this ordeal. So, okay, the rest of the text is, I'm pretty sure, the... mostly... that's the same. Okay, I guess this is a paragraph. Yet, and also after we have tried to seal it, yet an odd sensation lingered. Even with a paper talisman suddenly adhered to his robe, he felt no response from the Great Spirit. Both he and the Great Spirit gazed at the temple, but he couldn't tear his eyes away from the paper talisman. It was as if the talisman peered directly into its prison, yet it remained passive, merely observing. After a few moments, the temples erupted in magic, unleashing a colorful fountain of blue and yellow into the sky, clashing with the heavens as the magic began to spread throughout the land. The paper talisman on his chest gently burned away from the magic, yet it still elicited no reaction. It simply sizzled away without resistance. Okay, so what do we... Now, this, since it is a interesting spirit, I would hope that we could get a interesting bonus. My mind aches with regret. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna be bad. Ow. Well, okay, it's a slightly mixed bag. So... we do get Tugayasa suppressed until the end of the game, which gives us +1 free policies. That is cool. I think at this point it means literally all of our policy slots are free. Because I think Innovative Ideas gave us +1, and then this gives us another +1. But for 2 years... For 2 years we get the Burning Mind, which gives us -6 in all powers. Well, that's bad. That's bad. That's a lot of mana that's gonna disappear in the void. Well, I guess how much is it total if it's 2 years, 24? Well, yeah, a few hundred. A few hundred. It is a shame. Because I guess this spirit wasn't quite... It wasn't quite evil or anything, I guess. It was a bit of a neutral one. Hence, I guess, the good and bad. Or maybe the event has just... I guess maybe the events have the potential to be good or bad. So, like, the first one went without a hitch. The second one was a bit problematic. But okay, and I think we can start repairing more temples as well now. 80 per. Or we wait a little bit. Honestly, maybe we wait a little bit until it's slightly cheaper. Considering also that we are getting much less mana now. Might keep that in the bank. I do hate this alliance. I do hate this alliance. Magical studies. I know that we only need 100 more, but I do want to keep the money. And what's this? I'm not gonna lose mandate over greedy grin. Fuck off. Put simply, piss off. Also, now that I think about it, who are we? Don't I need to switch up who we are improving relations with? Tolerance. Who am I currently focusing on? Oh, I'm currently focusing half-orcs. Okay, I guess that's useful. We could also try to focus like centaurs or kobolds, because I'm pretty sure that centaurs are... I would assume that the Calcitos are... The Lake Federation doesn't like the centaurs. They hate them. So I would assume that they are purging them. Which, if I allowed them in... Maybe we could get some events to take in their refugees. I did say that we have too many diplomats. Maybe it would be worth it to... Honestly, yeah, let's put in a diplomat to improve relations with centaurs. Yeah, sure. I think that's a good enough use for them. Also, sure, why not? We can improve relations with the Lake Federation, just to make sure that they are on our side. Humans demand land authority. Ooh, we can get 2,000 crowns from the humans. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Stop demanding more shit, or I will take what you already have. And then what's this? Old Whispers, New People. A peculiar and intriguing tale has reached our court. In a small village nestled within Svigirgal, an inexplicable phenomenon has been unfolding over the past few weeks. The village's population has been growing unexpectedly, not due to a baby boom or any foreseeable reason, but rather due to the unexplainable arrival of random individuals. These newcomers have no recollection of their origins or identities, and appear disoriented, seeking refuge and assistance. The compassionate village has extended its aid and shelter to these bewildered souls. The only telltale sign of their arrival is a faint whispering in the wind. Given the spiritual nature of this occurrence, it is in our best interest to offer support and care to these newly arrived inhabitants. Allocating our resources to help settle and accommodate them seems like the most prudent course of action at the time. Just a little bit of development. Sure, a little bit of development. I'll take that, I'll take that. Okay, and permanent navies have been established, so naval supplies get much more expensive. Glass and livestock also go up a little bit, as I guess everyone wants rum and dried meat. I guess naval supplies is good, because naval supplies... I guess admittedly we have a few. We don't... I guess all things considered, we don't have that many naval supplies. Because usually that would be a shit trade good. But yeah, it goes up to 3 crowns. So then it's like an average one, I guess. Just an average trade good. Okay, one thing I am slightly worried about is... oh, Vanity Project. Sure, yes, a free... We have the money. Get hedonism. I am slightly worried if this will... Then again, no, this is all controlled by the same country, so we should be able to pass through here without too much trouble. So... also, Sugambar, they are fine enough with us still. So, Akashik, how are you doing? It's still the same business, yes. So, well, I guess we have to wait for these armies to actually arrive. Yeah, though once we deal with this, we won't really have to station anyone or anything here. So that will be good enough. Give me more tolerance, sure. Actually, what is our current... I haven't looked at... How is our Crownland doing? Okay, we're almost at 60%. I guess in the last war... Since we have gotten... I guess, yeah, we have really gotten influence down of all the estates. So, which is a bit of a shame, because we don't get many bonuses anymore. Which is mostly a shame for... Mostly a shame for the nobility, I would say, because the manpower recovery speed is really good. The other ones I'm not that worried about. And I think, yeah, I can't... I value the absolutism more. Otherwise, it would be cool if we could... I know, do something for them. I guess we could do diets. We could do diets, but, well... And what's this? A... Okay, so this seems like a... some interesting event for an advisor. Burat Kazash. Yesterday, a brawl happened in a tavern from Ebushuptu. As the guards stopped the fighting and threw the various agitators in jail for the night, they were not surprised to find the renowned bard Burat Kazash among the jailed, infamous throughout Bolvar for both his singing and his range of insults. He had apparently recited his famous poem, Utur Irnitu, great success, in front of some Gelkari merchants, who were enraged at the words he used against their homeland. And now let me sing of my neighbor Gelkali. He is a pain in my butthole. I live in mountain, he live in mountain. I have shepherd, he has shepherd. I don't get kidnapped by harpies, he does. My country name means Kingdom of the Moon. His doesn't mean shit. Great success. Burat indeed comes from a mountain clan from Kuzaram, where he lived as a shepherd before going throughout Bulvar to live from his bardic skills. He seems to only have one goal: praise the valorous Kuzarami and demean his rival Gelkali. While not a very popular figure in Gelkali lands, his art is very sought by the masses, and all rulers of Bulvar have wanted to enlist him at their service. Despite the fact that our guards threw him in prison, he seems to have taken an interest in the court of Elazar I, offering to serve us with all his skills and make the beauty of our court known for eternity. This dude. And hello Pookie. How you doing? We're just reading through something that is totally not Borat. It's Burat. Obviously, different man. And I am screenshotting this because this event is too good to not have saved somewhere. This is a man of legend. I will say that much. There, that's gonna be a good one. And, oh, I guess it's not even an option. He just does join our court. Sadly, he is only skill 2, and I guess a artist, so the stability cost modifier is something of a nothing burger. But, hey, he's just gonna be around here. So, no biggie. And yes, Pookie, I did see the Star Rail stuff about the Fate collab. What was it, Saber and Archer? Which is fine, though I'm like, neither of them are my biggest favorites, I guess. But yeah, I was surprised to see that Archer is gonna be free. I did not expect something like that. Definitely did not expect it. And also, I was kind of hella confused at the fact that they made Saber into a wind character. Like, I understand the destruction and I understand everything for Archer, but why is Saber wind? Like, why? It just doesn't make any bloody sense. And okay, time to get this war finally started, enough moving. So, great, Holy War. And yeah, that should just about do it. Also, Moonhaven is gonna be involved, but does Moonhaven have anything meaningful? They have a meaningful navy, less so a military. Well, yeah, on Archer, I think the hunt is very understandable, and the quantum aspect. I would have thought him more like imaginary, but I think quantum is also enough of a just random element, right? I think you can basically put anything in quantum, and it more or less makes sense. So I think it's I think Archer overall, like, the setup makes sense. Saber is the one where I'm a bit confused. Why they decided to place some things as they did. But, well, doesn't matter that much to me, does it now? And okay, now, can we get military access from Sugembar? Yes, we can. We very much so can. This is perfect. It means we can just waltz into Bussilar. Well, waltz. They will have a military, no doubt. They will have a military, but... Why do you need military access from me? Why? You literally border who you need to fight. Get out. Okay, do they... I think they did have some fort defense. Oh no, we actually just about... Oh, okay, and Busilar just hired the Sugembar army. You... So, Sugembar is playing all sides. They... Sure. They give me military access, but then they also give one of their armies to the enemy. Either way, they're gonna win, I guess. They're coming out of this war winning. Sure. We can put it like that. I'm not too worried about them sieging stuff or anything. Okay. Hojo trying to make a wind character actually be about wind, challenge, difficulty, impossible. Yeah, I think we discussed that one time previously, didn't we? That they somehow just do struggle to make that element make sense. Which is weird, because I think we also discussed the fact that, like, wind, it's not really complicated, is it? At least it shouldn't be. But somehow they managed to make it complicated. Also, I do like how this army can't even physically siege us. They literally don't have enough men to do it. Sucks to be them, I guess. More half-orcs. Also, the fact that half-orc minority is increasing is fine enough for me. We are improving relations with them anyways. Okay, where is... Wait. Akashik has 1,000... So, where are 30,000 of their men? Well, not on the front line. That much... Oh, maybe they are in the capital. Maybe. Then again, I think I would see them. Well, they're not ready to fight. That's all that matters. Oh, they disappeared? Sure. Interesting. Oh no, okay, yeah, okay, literally all 100,000 of their troops are sitting in their capital. Sure. I'm not quite sure if that's the best for them, but who am I to say anything? Also, we are busting into... Now, with the first fort in Port Jacher taken, we can actually properly move into Busilar. They haven't overly fortified anything. Well, I guess usually they wouldn't need to. They have forts where it matters. but not enough of them. And we took their capital in 11 days. Yes. Sure. That's how we cook. That is how we cook. Honestly, seeing how much navy there is around, I am inclined to try and maybe push our fighting fleet out there. We could at least try and start getting some... Oh, these are all light ships. These are mostly light ships. Okay, we can definitely try doing a fight. Oh, but upgrades are available. What can we upgrade? 62 ships. Oh, I guess we got new galleys. Right, we got new galleys. Well, for this fight you will still serve as you are. So let's see, can we get any halfway decent admiral? Well... Ooh! Foreshock? You know, Nestorin, we do have galleys, maybe you're on to something. Let's try pushing out there and catching some of them. Let's try pushing out. Oh, we will manage something. And again, more carvings of the monkeys. What do we... admin, Diplo... Honestly, I think maybe Diplo would be more useful currently. That's clearly a monkey. Do you not see the monkey? Well, we caught 3 ships. Isn't that fantastic? And yeah, I think I have agreed on this previously, Pookie, but yeah, I think Fei Shao really just was the most wind type of character. I guess what others even are there? What would come to mind, really? I would almost maybe argue that wind has somehow ended up being like a spirit type of element, more like... Because... then again, I was just thinking about Hua Hua. She has a ghost. Fei Shao also had like a big wolf spirit. Feels like it's all a bit in that direction. Okay, the fleet. I guess keep catching these light ship fleets. Sampo, Black Swan, Dan Hung, Blade, Hua Hua, yeah. I guess yeah, Black Swan is also like spirit stuff. I guess Dan Hung also. Honestly, 4-star Dan Hung makes sense for wind, just as like basic wind element. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would argue it's one of the worst. I don't know, assigned like lore-wise elements. Doesn't make that much sense. Shove you into harbor. Is this... No, this is... Why are you bringing only light ships? I thought these guys would have a substantial navy, but they are only bringing in light ships. Well, now, okay, they did bring in some heavies now. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I'm pretty sure we should be able to pull through. We just have way more stuff. Plus, oh, they don't even have an admiral, or at least a admiral worth anything. Okay, so we lost a few galleys, but they are very easily replaceable. Okay, very cool, though. Are we banged up? Okay, I guess, yeah, some galleys are getting banged up a bit. Get also into harbor. And I guess let's detach some ships that really need repairing. Oh, we did capture better galleys. We did capture better galleys. Okay, I guess let's pull into harbor just in case. Also, okay, time to start the big old assault on the Akashic main troops, because I have to dislodge them from their capital. If we don't, then we won't have enough war score for all of this. Big battle ahead. Big battle ahead. Oh Christ, well I say that, but we are... Well, we are taking some damage, but we definitely are dishing out. We definitely are dishing out more. If the rolls were a bit better, we could also do much more. Come on. What is this? Okay, so... excuse me, how the hell did that happen? Please get there before the... Okay, yeah, well, that's 90,000 troops wiped out. And their capital taken. Does that at least Hyacinth's a bit better? Wait, is Hyacinth also wind now? I haven't followed along with that. I guess if she is, then... Does it make sense? I think I remember her being a bit more... I don't know, imaginary. At least style-wise. So are we... How are our ships? Okay, we still have ship capacity. So how does this look? Akashic is now totally wrecked. Well, you would think after we destroyed their entire army. But Busilar... Yeah, Busilar is still relatively holding on. But we can definitely work on that. How much will we need in order to annual their alliances? S report. Okay, I guess we take these two forts, most likely. And then hopefully that should be good enough to... Maybe we'll hunt some grave robbers. I do not want to make the spirits angry. I think the last thing I want to do in these times is make spirits angry. Also, I am thinking... We will have to take the entirety... We will have to take the entirety of this coastline and everything, but I didn't co-obliterate them. It would be nice to take the Isle of Tef, but that would be a lot of aggressive expansion in Canor. And this is one place where I want to avoid getting a coalition. This is not the best place for such things. She's Wind Remembrance. Her chubby unicorn makes tornadoes along with bubbles. Or maybe it's a Pegasus, I don't know. Okay, well, okay, yeah, if it's like a... that kind of deal, that does sound like Wind makes sense for that. Okay. Sounds like a reasonable option. No, our agent with the command was again discovered. Are you ever not gonna get discovered? That guy. Okay, so I guess now we basically control everything meaningful that there is to control in Busselar. And surprisingly enough, they still have high war enthusiasm. I don't know how the hell they figure that, but sure, I will still take stuff. So, what can we do here? Busselar. Would it even be possible to take any land? If I could take... Wait, so interesting enough, this doesn't... Why is there no aggressive expansion? This goes only to... Why does no one in the area... Wait, what religion is Busselar? They are the Regent Court. So other people here are also the Regent Court. Why do they not care? I guess it's none of my business if they don't care, but... If they do not care, then I would be inclined to get... I guess, like, just get a foothold of sorts. I would be inclined to get a foothold of sorts. I guess, like, just take the Isle of Tef. That could be something we do. That could be something we squeeze out. Guess we might be able to make a naval blockade. If we pull our navy in here, get someone ready to cross. This is the place where the main Busselari navy is, but it's not that good. Honestly, all things considered, it's not that big of a navy or impressive or anything, really. So... Oh shit, and now I have to deal with their peasants. Of course, I have to deal with their shit-ass peasants and rebellion zealots. Golly gosh. Oh, the Busselari navy is out. Okay, we have dealt with their goddamn peasants. How much would I need to take? Okay, so what if we take something like this? Okay, that's doable. Because this would be very nice. We wouldn't have to worry about naval control. We can just walk all over here because this is all connected. Yeah, I want to do this. Which means we most likely have to just occupy the entire island. And I guess we can split you up. Send the navy around. And I will have to kill off the rebellion zealots, because of course I will have to be the one that does it. Oh shit, okay, the big navy did catch us. So this is gonna be a bit of a fight. We do have more heavy ships. How the hell do they have... Leader maneuver gives that much engagement with? Since when? Okay, maneuver on naval leaders is absolutely mandatory then. They literally have twice the engagement with. That is bad. That might go badly for us. Yeah, we are dropping galleys very quickly. But... oh, we are absolutely getting demolished. Good to know. Okay, that engagement whiff was absolutely stupid. Good to know. No, get into harbor. Yeah, this is when the Akashic Navy decides to show itself. Piss right off. Oh yeah, what was that? So, opinions on new Honkai game with Blade and Kiana starting a Pokemon rivalry or some shit. I have literally not seen anything about a new Honkai game. I guess, admittedly, I haven't looked for it. It just hasn't appeared into my periphery or anything. I would say mostly because, I don't know, I feel like I'm sort of done with MiHoJo and just done with Honkai also, since it's effectively the same thing, right? So I guess I haven't exactly looked at, well, any of it. But like, what does it at all sound good, or is it looking just like, I don't know, another thing, or what's the situation? Okay, by the looks of it, I won't be able to take all of this. We could just not take that nub. I think it's more important to have a place where we can start on. Yeah, I think the Lion's Pass and Stone Gaze. Sure, we take those two. Oh, those are also two. Okay, okay, that's the Lion's Toll. So those are two unique thingies. They give 10 trade power each. I guess that's good. That gives us a little bit of a foot in the door. So okay, we just take two provinces, we break alliances, and we come back later. Good stuff. I guess you... okay, yeah, that is still blockaded. You can just get out the long way. Start coring that. And then how much can we do with Akashic? Do I need to annul any of their treaties? Could break the alliance with Moonhaven, which I think I will do. And then we take... okay, yeah, right. I did want to see if I can take everything along the coast. We can very easily do that. That's only 60 worth of peace offer. And that gives us 70 overextension. How much overextension do we have? We have basically 20. So we can pick up provinces worth 10 overextension. We can just go with something like this. Take the coastline very nicely. And then the rest we will easily take in the next war. Yeah, sounds... looks just about right. Send it. Not that many losses, 30k, 12 ships. Which honestly I thought in that battle we could have potentially lost much more. Only 20k, I will take that. And, okay, okay, we do lose trade stations. They had built trade stations on slaves. What's this? Akasat and Bus Akasu get new trade goods. Sure. Sugar and naval supplies. Well, okay, could have been something better, I presume, but not the worst, is it now? Pour all of that up. And okay, stuff's good now. Some separatists in the east, but we are right there. Now we just get to work. Also, all we got was a single teaser showing Kiana, Blade, and their Pokemons. Okay, well, I guess that would explain why I haven't seen or heard much about it, I guess. And yeah, I don't know, I never was a Pokemon player. I think it was, I don't know, a bit before my time when it really hit, and then I never got into it. And by some extent, I've never gotten into, like, similar creature catching and creature training games. Kind of just, yeah, moved around them. Okay, so these galleys can rejoin. Oh, and nice, we can finish our magic studies with precursor knowledge. Yes. Powerful. Exceedingly powerful. Knowledge is power. Legendary evocation is ours. Which primarily that just gives us access to level 3 war magic, which is very good, mostly for the fire damage reduction. The rest is, I think, I guess I haven't really looked at the meteor strikes or whatever, but yeah, the rest is fine. So now we need to right away start learning something new, and I think last time or whenever I saw that transmutation might be just what we need. Because in transmutation spells, admittedly, a lot of it is quite boring. But once we get to Renowned, which will take quite a while just to get there, we will get Enhance Ability, which gives us the chance to attempt to raise one of the skills of our ruler by 1. So, since we still are sitting with 1613, it would be nice to start pushing these numbers up. So, sure, let's start learning transmutation. And yeah, the first level is 1000. So, and also, I think that might just be the only, like, the last path that we can fully learn. And yeah, what was that? About the game, it could end up similar to Wuthering Waves, not gonna lie. But is there any sort of connection there, really? Because, well, I don't know, like, thinking about summons and whatnot, it doesn't exactly make me think about Wuva. And also I think, well, Wuthering Waves is just a different level of quality, isn't it? Compared to, not gonna lie, Hojo stuff. at least in recent times. Wuva has echoes as relics, which you can kind of summon. Well, but they are relics. They mostly don't do anything, right? You use one of them as an ability, and that's it. I would say that's quite far away from Well, then again, as you said, if there is only one trailer out, then it's quite hard to judge if they would play an active role or if they wouldn't play one, right? I guess that's the situation. What's this? Mo Huang has Pretender Rebels. Well, that's not good for them. Da Hui also has Noble Rebels. Well, that's not good for them. And the command is conquering Guvamud. Well, that's not good for anyone, is it now? Wait, does the command even have claims on them? Oh, they have like 2 claims. Impressive. they have a core and they have a claim, and they're fighting for that. Sure. The command military is okay, but I assume they have nowhere near recovered. Oh damn, revanchism is giving them some nice buffs, which is not good. Oh. Either it goes full Pokemon or it goes Wolverute. Well, yeah, I guess I can understand, okay, that it could pivot into each one potentially. Yeah. Well, I guess I don't have a horse in the race, so it's a bit of that kind of situation for me. Temple, we will build a... Oh, then again, the new forts are expensive. Well, we'll build those later. Okay, I'm seeing we have... Oh, what's this? Orang Minyak? Don't... Oh, it's this piece of shit again. It's the fucking monkey. It's the monkey that beats people up the head with a rock. 10% manpower recovery speed for 20 years. I hate you. Oh no, this isn't the monkey, this is the one that is the black oil creature. Well, I don't like you. I do not like you. Also... still expensive. Is it meant to be this expensive? Are we still... I guess I don't know if we are repairing any temples. I might just have to pay for them. It is a pain when it costs like 300 mana to start repairing them. I guess, you know what, sure, let's start... well, okay, let's forget about that for now. What I did want to do is... We have 10k money in the bank, and embracing manufactories costs 8.6. I don't think it's really worth it to wait anywhere. Unless, well, maybe... Maybe it's worth it. Though I think it has spread to a lot of the really important cities. Yeah, it's spreading all throughout here. Manufactories do spread somewhat quickly, but... Oh, well, Verkal Gulan would be 300 crowns less to pay. And it is, okay, actually, it is spreading with a speed of 5 a month in Verkal Gulan. So that would be done in 67. Honestly, that maybe would be good enough to wait out. Sure, we can also do advancement effort. Make it a bit quicker. So yeah, that goes up. So that would be 66. Okay, we can wait a year. We can wait a year, cut the cost a little bit. And we still don't have enough mana to pick up any text. But I think once we once we embrace manufactories, we will be able to pick up the next military tech right away. And that's gonna be an incredibly important one, because it gives an absolute shitload of artillery fire. So we will have to abuse that as best as we'll be able to. Which I think it's a bit sad that we don't have any that good targets to use it on. It would be perfect to attack the command while we are ahead of them in military tech, but I don't want a truce break, really. And yeah, it's still 10 years until we can fight them normally. Honestly, we are so slightly out of targets. The East is still at peace. We have just had our fighting here. Who the hell can we... Yeah, Busselar, we have to wait now. I guess we can take a few provinces from Deshak, finish them off. What did that involve? They are allied to someone. They are allied with Eberithil, who we can just take. Does Eberithil have anything? They do have colonies. They do have a shitload of colonies. And they have devved Port Urif to 33. Cool. But I guess the big one is Binvarji. They have... How much? They have 150,000 troops, plus they are also teched up. And they have quality, they have defensive. Why does everyone take defensive ideas? I don't like you. I do not like you. I guess that's the... I guess, like, we could just do a big old campaign, honestly, in Sarhal. Maybe that would be something. Just use our big old Deus Volt Casus Belli and just take over big old pieces of territory in Sarhal. Yeah, that sounds like something. That sounds like something that I would wanna do. Okay, I think we can recall the armies from the east. Well, recall, we can send them over to the deserts. Send them over here. They're gonna be put to use. And I guess, yeah, we can start upgrading some galleys. They all go to Chebex. Right. These frigates, and I guess there are some early frigates. We can upgrade those, sure. These are all already upgraded. Can we, I don't know, do something here? That's all at a loss. I think we do... We do now have 57% control in Bahar. It might be worth it, because where are we currently? We currently... collect... Wait, you're not... You're not meant to collect. I wanted to send trade. Well, this is dumb. Well, we'll recall the merchant from there instead. Instead, we can collect in Bahar again. I guess once that merchant is freed up. Once that merchant is freed up, we can start collecting trade, because now we should be able to get a decent chunk here. With 50%, almost 60% control, the merchants should push it higher. I guess, yeah. I assume everyone else is using ships here. That's why we only have 60%, even though we control literally the entirety of the node. Living test subjects. No, don't do that. Living test subjects are bad. That's not polite. Not very polite. Okay, also it is gonna be a pain in the ass if some rebels pop up on this island. That will be not very cool. But hopefully we might even manage to... Oh, they do have a 25% chance. As long as coring goes by relatively quickly, we could then start mass converting them, and that should be quite easy. Oh yeah, also these armies, you don't need to be there anymore, I think. Yeah, you don't. We can send you down to Keterot. Okay, also this means, oh, maybe a spy network on Binvarji. They do have a lot of forts. Yeah, you are getting a they have 50 spy detection. Ah, but of course they have 50 spy detection, why wouldn't they? Of course the horse is like that. Okay, otherwise... Oh yeah, and okay, and in Bahar we collect 16.5. I guess that's... Well, that's definitely more than 10. So, sure, trade is happening. Trade is happening. And yeah, mostly we're just waiting on Verkal Gulan there. That's gonna be six per month, roughly. Why is it saying that it will be done in 67? It should be done in less than like half a year. I don't know what the computer is cooking. Okay. And honestly, do I even need... Okay, I feel like we don't even need that military tech. Might as well start the fighting. Might as well start the fighting now. Move over some troops so that we can cover places. And, get ready for a bit of a tussle. Also, why are they split up? Yeah. Oh, well, some shit is going on. Yagab Faru is getting killed. No. Yes? No? I don't know. Who are they fighting? They're fighting Kulugyash. Oh, but Kulugyash is fighting also... Okay, they are fighting a bunch of people. It's a situation. Who declared what here? Attacker against Samishesha. Oh, this little tiny country they have claims on. Okay, well, sure, do your infighting. Soon enough we are gonna rock up. And rock your shit. Spoilers, that's not gonna be good for them. Dance till death. A peculiar spirit has made its presence known in Yin Chao. Unlike many others we have encountered, reports from the province reveal that this spirit is compelling the people to dance with great intensity, including those who are elderly or have limited mobility. They dance relentlessly for hours after dusk, without pause as the hours pass. Tragically, those unfortunate souls afflicted by this spirit continue to dance for days on end, until they eventually collapse from sheer exhaustion. Despite our best efforts, they cannot be revived, as their souls have been cruelly torn from Halan by this malevolent spirit. Well, that only affects one province, so sorry, but I have bigger fish to fry. Oh yeah, this is not necessary anymore. Okay. Okay, nice week. So we can convert these provinces. First of all, what is your name? Busakasu. I want to convert that one primarily. Okay, that still is getting cored. I guess I will give it a little bit of time. And yeah, I think we are ready to go here. So Deshak, Great Holy War. Can I call Binvarji in? No, because Binvarji is allied with literally everyone. And that would be very annoying. Oh, yeah. Not really into that. Bit of a shame. I think I would have been inclined to take some Binvarji territories. I think I will just get money out of them, if nothing else. And I might eat Ebrithil. I guess we'll see. I think this is gonna be a bit of a lame war, but well, I don't care that much. Go crush them in their capital, jump on them, doesn't matter, we don't have a general. You get in there and get the fort. Yep, they popped from existence. And much the same here. Yep, as expected. Come on, I want to convert the island. I don't want rebels on the island. Oh, I guess that is going to be the last. Well, I do have to watch out for the Binvarji army a little bit, because it is big. It does have like 18... like a 180k troops. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's quite a few of them. And has yep, looks like yep, manufactories are in Verkol Gulan, so we can get, well, we can't. Okay, we can change it in 2 days. Yes, no edict. Perfect. So now, well, I guess, yeah, that did cut down the cost somewhat. Do we switch up? What other big cities is it spreading to? I guess, yeah, well, Denigisar, this is all a bit far away. Honestly, I don't want to worry about it too much. Let's just embrace manufacturers. That's also goods produced plus 10% global. So that is just good for, well, just good for generally playing. And now also I thought maybe it would be good not to embrace it. We can keep it away from the command. The command already has embraced it, and everyone in the east, except for Mo Huang, evidently has embraced it, so we are just the last ones here, still waiting. And even Sarhal has embraced it already. I guess it is always a bit weird in Anbanar that, like, wherein base EU4 Africa would be lagging behind, it's very much not the case in Anbanar, because even faraway places, they do catch up quite quickly. It's not quite as, I don't know, like, it's not centralized all in Europe as it is in base EU4. Anbanar is a bit more spread out. So sure, give me manufactories. And oh right, manufactories is what brings about artificers. Yeah, right, I was trying to remember when the hell do artificers arrive. A war wizard is burned to a crisp by a faraway laser. A robotic laborer is fueled by Damesteer and grease. An ancient relic is deconstructed and finally understood. In short, scholars, engineers, philosophers, and inventors domesticate the magic of the world. Then, they place these magics into items that anyone can use. All across the world, the age of artificery comes alive with a spark. For centuries, artificers have been seen as nothing but novelties. A strange little group of mages employed only by gnomes, then kobolds, then goblins. But now, as mass manufacturing and the scientific method take hold in Halan, artificers become more powerful than anyone imagined. With Damesteer, relics, ivory, porcelain, iron, steel, mithril, and more, all traveling along sprawling new trade networks, inventions are created which shake magical societies to their core. The Jadd Empire now must determine where it fits into this equation. Several possible approaches now present themselves. The first is to embrace artificery, stop all official patronage of mages in our society, and delve entirely into the science that we believe to be the future. Alternatively, we can reject the new art. Instead of wasting our surplus of Damesteer and relics on some flightly vision of modernity, we can use these vital resources to empower our mages. Or finally, we can try to combine the virtues of both. We would invest only partially into mages and partially into artificers, receiving the full benefits from neither, while also allowing them to coexist. We stand at a crossroads, and we must make a permanent decision. What does Elazar I choose? Are we to be a nation fully of artificers, fully of mages, or with a little bit of both? Well, I think I do not want to get rid of mages, considering that Elazar himself is a powerful mage. Like, honestly, I'm not entirely sure if getting rid of the mages would also get rid of. I guess it's only the estates. I guess it is only the estates. Which does beg the question, well, I guess we do want the mages because we do have the unique organization for them. If it wasn't for the Jaharian statute organization for the mages, I think I would toss them and fully embrace artificers. But the Jaharian statute does give us less national unrest, 2% missionary strength, fervor, and it makes them happy. I guess it makes the priests happy. Well, yeah. So I guess tossing the mages isn't really that good, even though I don't use anything from them really. And I haven't yet played with a nation that fully embraces artificers. It would be nice, but I guess the Jadd just isn't meant for it. We are meant to be more magical. I think if anything, the Jadd might fully embrace mages, but I don't want to do that either. We're just gonna do both. Oh yeah, you will have both mage and artificer estates, but both will be weaker than they would be if you specialize in one or the other. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame, but the missionary strength and unrest is very cool. That much I have to say. Then again, is it that much? It's not really that impactful if I think about it. Weird situation we are in. Well, let's just keep both and I guess not complicate it. Let's not complicate it too much. So I think they will pop up. Oh yeah, there they go. Did lose. Okay, yeah. Kurashimi. Oh, they are. Oh, maybe we get special artificers. That would be cool. So, Divine Herald Elazar has officially declared that Artificery will be supported by the state. Now we must figure out what this actually means. 3 organizations, all vying to integrate themselves with nations across the world, petition the Jadd Empire for official support. They each promise inventions and innovations, the likes of which we could never imagine. And they each require funding, the likes of which we do not want to imagine. We can only afford to patronize one of them, so our choice must be made carefully. Our first option, the Society of Brilliant Inventors, serves as the prestigious symbol of all artificery. They throw caution to the wind, giving their Brillite members full creative freedom, and with this freedom they have invented the most iconic machines in Halan. Invest in them, and they might create revolutionary technologies like the spark drive or the T-wave transceiver. Or they might get distracted and come up with something utterly useless. To work with the Brillites is to put your trust into something that you cannot control. So they basically are full RNG. Our second option, the Techno-Thaumaturges, are the opposite. Philosophers as much as inventors, they see artificery as simply a more scientific branch of traditional magic. Invest in them, and they will study while pulling inspiration from mages, administrators, and scholars alike. To work with the Techno-Thaumaturges is to have them slowly, deliberately, and conscientiously grind away at whatever the state wants them to. Our third option, the Mechanists' Guilds, is a loose coalition of the artisans and engineers of the Jadd Empire. Invest in them, and they will research decently quickly, and will let us have a reasonable amount of control over what their artificers create. To work with the Mechanists is to prioritize practicality. So, well yeah, then we did have the options, which is... basically, the Brillites invent something every 5 years, but you absolutely do not have any control over what the hell they create. Every 5 years they will just have they will just come up with something. The Mechanists take 10 years, and you can, if I remember correctly, you can basically choose what application they try to invent, whether they do something military or they do something industrial, stuff like that. Or then there are the Techno-Thaumaturges, which take 15 years, but you can select what group they do, society, military, or economy, and then you choose... you can choose one of many options within that. So, I think previously I've always picked the mechanists. And I don't remember if I ever played with the Brillites. I haven't taken the Technothaumaturges because 15 years does just seem very slow. But well, if you can pick and choose specifically what you want, maybe it is worth it. I guess what we still have a decent amount of time left in the game. But, just go wild and take the Brillites. I guess it would be effectively, what, 3 inventions compared to 1 invention from the Technothaumaturges. And, like, what would be the chances that all 3 of them would be useless? At least one of them should have to be good. And also, what would be the better RP choice? Admittedly, I think sort of all of them fit for the Jadd Empire, I have to say. They're all relatively inherently open-minded and forward-thinking. Maybe the Brillites. I mean, sure. You know, I don't think I have played with the Brillites before, so let's just do them. Let's go fully random. Every 5 years they will pop up with something. Also, we will just see more cool stuff, right? So sure, Brillites it is. So... yeah, I guess for us they just are called Kurashimi Artificers. A bit of a special name. They give production efficiency and technology cost. And, yeah, you can swap, but that's problematic. And then, yeah, what were the perfect is the enemy of good? How you get more invention slots, but you can only research inventions up to tier 2. Yee. Okay, we have the Gomo client network. Oh, that improves relations with everyone that I guess has the Gomo. And then the Magebane project. Oh, that's for against Witch Kings. Artificer regiments. Yeah, artificers are also a unit which replaces infantry. Currently they don't really get many bonuses. They are much the same as basic infantry. But yeah, they will pick up bonuses. I do wanna for once actually build a decent amount of artificers and actually use them in our military somewhat decently. Oh, okay, sure. For now, they don't have anything interesting. For now, we just have to start clicking research. So, committing to progress. Yes, let us fund the artificers. It's not that expensive, and they literally just have to now start churning away at it 24/7. That's what they're gonna be doing. Okay, okay, so we do get some choices. We do, so every time that we choose the Brillites, we get a choice between 2 inventions. Okay, so honestly, that's better than I expected. I thought that we would literally get no options, and they would just research something. But we do get at least a choice from 2 things. Blueprints spill out of the offices of the capital as dozens, if not hundreds, of inventors petition us to support their particular designs. Thankfully for us, we can mostly ignore them. We have already chosen which organization of artificers we support, and they have brought us a short list of inventions which they might pursue. Which invention do we invest in for the foreseeable future? So we have view catchers, which are basically photography, which honestly is 15 reform progress growth. That's not bad. Not bad. Alternatively, we have Sunbeam armaments, which give 20% siege ability. Yes! Brillites, I love you. Forget everyone else. I think they could literally not invent anything else, only this singular thing, and it would still all be worth it. And I'm pretty sure it would still all be worth it. So yeah. They are good. They are good stuff. They're good mans. And okay, we can start converting the island. Yeah, also, I might have to steal maps from Binvarji. And yeah, also we can get cartridges. It's ahead of time, but I guess we can pick up a nice 6 innovativeness. Like, I guess we don't really have anywhere else where we could put the military power. I will maybe wait a little bit, so that we, I don't know, have like enough for a general if we need to recruit one, or something along those lines. Okay, we've also taken that. Hello, Eberithil. How are you doing? Yeah, obviously you don't want to be taken. They might be okay with being taken once we peace out Binvarji. Okay, trading in cotton, I do... The Lake Federation has internal conflicts? Huh? How the hell did they manage that? Well, sure, buddy boy. I guess if the big are less big, then that's good for us. Also, I was thinking maybe we can... maybe we could pull our fleet out. And why the hell are there 3 light ships here? We could hunt down some of these random fleets that are trying to, I don't know, blockade us. They're not really doing a whole lot, but... yeah, I guess there is... Well, you went into a corner, didn't you, huh? You just went into a corner where you cannot escape. That's not the smartest. And our admiral got ship trade power. You're a fighting admiral, not a goddamn trading admiral. And we got disease. Lovely. I don't like disease. No one does. Who likes Nurgle? Well, okay, Nurgle, maybe Nurgle is a pretty nice guy, but who likes disease, though? Okay, defenders desert, another group caught. Send the light ships to, I don't know, to an island. The main battle fleet. Honestly, move over somewhere here. Okay, finally we're done with this siege. So we can actually move into the lands of the Binvarji, and we can also right away just catch one of their armies. This is only infantry. There is barely any artillery in there. This isn't gonna go good for you, bozos. You should have retreated. You should have retreated. So where the hell are we? Naval invasion? Who? Oh, Eberithil has sailed over some people. Yeah. Have they now? Okay, well, these provinces are big. Movement does take quite a while. Okay, we are about to hit the cap on military power, so honestly, sure, let's pick up cartridges. In the 1620s... Oh, we are a bit late. In the 1620s, the ideal of combining the shot and powder into a single unit, a cartridge, allowed for faster reloading and thus firing. This in turn dramatically improved the firepower of guns. Yep, that it does. That it does. So, I guess we can change up the artillery also, why not? We're not exactly getting threatened. So, what will be the change? I guess, again, the choice is mostly between a defensive artillery piece and a offensive one. The mortar, yeah, the mortar is just all around very defensive. Meanwhile, horse artillery, it's all on the offensive, which, we do horses. We do horses, and just having, yeah, mobile cannons. That sounds like something that the Jadd would definitely do. So what is the improvement? A lot of, I guess, a lot offensive fire. I guess we get one offensive and defensive morale pip. We actually lose a defensive shock pip, but we gain a defensive fire one, which honestly is more important. At this point, starting to defend against fire is just more important than shock. So horse artillery it is. Artilleria. You start moving up. Okay, and I guess as far as Binvarji is concerned, I guess, yeah, I will just... Do I even need to break a line? I think I only need to, I don't know, take some money from them. Stuff like that. I'm not really sure if I'm interested in... Since I couldn't really co-belligerate them, I guess we could break some alliances, make the conquest of Sarhal easier, since I might do it. If our army starts growing big enough. So this is a slight bit dangerous. They might be lurking in places, but I guess we can keep the 30k in range of both. Unless they get jumped. Now that would be a shame. At least this siege is progressing quite quickly. That's good to see. Water shortage, food shortage, all the shortages. So where is their capital? Okay, the capital is down here. Okay. Damn, how far these guys have fallen, Nudrubu. They used to own the world. Now they own Fuck all. Such is life. Yeah. Also, I guess once the spy network gets to 40, we'll steal some maps. I actually want to see what the hell is going on here. Yeah, I guess if we can steal the maps for Yanama, that would be very good. Okay, nice. That's a siege wrapped up. The Gnomish hierarchy has cancelled military access. Well, right. Oh yeah, also, that reminds me I need to cancel military access in Sugembar. Cancel military access. We don't care about that anymore. We do not care. Okay, soon enough we'll have converted all provinces that we physically can convert. Cities demand old rights. Yeah, the Divine Herald shall make a new list of rights. Okay, actually this is very good. I always hate this event. Either you lose stability or you lose governing reform progress and mandate. We can just tell them to get out. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I would say while maybe not the best, but the lawgiver trait definitely has paid itself off, I would say. It's definitely been useful. And okay, some forts have fallen. Actually, how much money could we get from the Binvarji? 2k! That's very respectable. And ooh, okay, we got a moderate tolerance increase for centaurs. Perfect. That's gonna go a long way. We need to be friendly with everyone. And ooh, the Gomo has an interest in flamethrowers. Jikjiancheng is a focal point of military advancements in Hales. Okay, that's over here. It's a jungle. Okay, sure. The famed artisans combine magic and science in impressive ways, and all Hales breathes easier knowing they are a single school of monks, and not a realm bent on conquest. This seems to have caught the interest of the Gnomish Artificer Guild, the Gomo, and now a group of Gnomish engineers and researchers wishes to settle in the city. Allowing them in could lead to new innovations and technological advancements beyond what we have accomplished already. The guilds of Jiancheng would likely resent the new competition, however, and would show their appreciation should we decline the gnomes' request. So, well, if we send them away, we only get some admin. But if we let the gnomes in... Oh, well, it's just a tolerance increase. But, sure, yeah. If the gnomes will actually invent me flamethrowers, yes. Oh, again, gnomish tricksters are entering Sarisung. Over the last months, Sarisung has seen an influx of various gnomish groups, many of which have already begun establishing themselves in the city. They seem to be mostly marginalized tricksters and shady artificers, willing to work for anyone with the required funding. Letting them stay might allow us access to their varied and interesting talents in the future, but there are vested interests arrayed against the gnomish and against the gnomes muscling in. Well, again, I don't care for the admin, we let them in. Because it looks like this might be the second wave of Gomo immigrants, basically, the way that I see it. Because this is the same way that it happened with the previous two, so I'm very much hoping that these are gonna also evolve into Gomo stations. That would be absolutely perfect. Also, I remember that I should core Sarasung. It's a good place like that. Sure, we will give the capital a seat. Congratulations. So now, once again, back to the fighting. Those gnomes always distracting me. Well, they do have their rights. I think they are allowed to. I would say that they are allowed to distract me a little bit. If they invent flamethrowers, I will definitely allow them. Yeah, send out relief. Oh, okay, the Binvarji are protecting their capital, but I am very inclined to go in on that. Honestly, send over this army as well. We could definitely do something here. Especially if they are leaving their capital. Sure, thanks, G. You a homie. I think we can take their capital, then we should have enough of a spy network that will be able to steal maps from them, see what's actually going on. Some rebels are... So, okay, I guess the Akashi are at... Oh, but okay, once we convert religion in the last province, I think they should just drop down to 0, basically. You know, and I think same goes for everyone. It's basically, once we convert religion, we have so much tolerance of the true faith that just rebellions basically don't happen anymore. Also because we have some reductions for separatism. Which is also why I have been thinking about... I guess we still have idea slots. I have been considering tolerance ideas, because then we literally just wouldn't get separatists. If we pick up tolerance ideas. Though it's maybe a bit too late. Maybe at this point it's better to just get stuff that actually gives us things. Because also the finisher for that is idea cost reduction. And we would have what, 2 more idea groups to finish after it, which isn't enough for me to really consider it. Okay, some random army went onto our siege stack and imploded. Sure. And ooh, that was a very lucky surrender. I think it only was like 20%. And okay, now let's steal maps from them, because honestly, I don't care to. Damn, they have a lot of maps. I guess they have navally explored. That would explain it. Yanama. Okay, Yanama is what we need. Is there anything else that would be interesting? Daonako. Well, okay, that would be down here. But we don't need that right now. So let's just take their area. Okay, I guess, yeah, there was more territory here to the east, to the west than I remember. And I guess it is quite dense. And what is the average development here? Okay, looks like the average development is around it's like in the teens. Looks like they have the average development around like in the teens, which is quite good. And then a few cities, a few actually, they have a world port. So that they have 2 world ports, as a matter of fact. So, okay, they have good stuff going on. That would be good conquest. I guess that overall the trade goods, though, are very, very basic. Except in the south, there it gets a bit more interesting. But okay, for now, Binvarji, can I... wait, what is even selected? Oh, they're not willing to do anything. Huh. Well, sure. So that means we will have to properly conquer them. Though they don't have that many forts, we can just split up and start taking everything, and maybe at some point beat up their army. But I think it looks like that might take a little while longer, and it is 5 o'clock. So I think that is once again gonna have to carry over into the next stream. Which also next time, yeah, our our truce with the Elephant Command is just about ended. We have a year left on it. So that's gonna be going. Mo Huang is getting beaten up by literally everyone that neighbors it. Da Hui, Arav Quelin, these guys. And now it looks like who was it? Prukakin has been entirely wiped out. They got taken over by Vandifa. Okay. They got entire... I guess, yeah, they do have claims on all of this. I guess they have claims on, like, the islands and stuff. And then with the command, it's still a while until our truce... Then again, 6 years. It's not even that long until the truce is up. And we'll have to go in on them again. Though, well, we will have gotten claims by the time that it's up. Yeah, I was almost stressed about that. But yeah, I think we have plans for next time. Also Bussilar again, potentially. But that will have to wait a bit. And yeah, as far as next time is concerned, I absolutely most likely won't be here tomorrow, but I think that's pretty much standard Tuesdays as far as they go. And then I'm not quite sure about like Wednesday or Thursday. I might have a lot of work to do, but also I might not. So I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen there. So the best I can say is take a look at the schedule from time to time, and if I'm not here, well then I'm just not here, and I evidently am very busy. But that's about that, and well yeah, we'll be back next time, continuing what we do best, conquering stuff. So that's gonna be that then. Bye bye.